Hello everyone. Welcome to Chaos and Order, Art by Susan Holt. That's me. Tonight is July 31st, 2024. Welcome to Zens-Day Wednesday Live. Before we get started, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping and get my computer up and running so that I can see the comments as they come in. And get my computer up and... There we go. Now I can't hear me, so I hope you guys can hear me. And let's see, housekeeping. Yes, housekeeping. If you are watching live with me tonight, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching in replay, thanks so much for watching in replay. Go ahead and put hashtag replay down in the comments for me so I know you stopped by. And if you want to say hello in the comments, I would absolutely love that. Also, if you want to give me that thumbs up button or those little heart buttons, you can hit those anytime. Oh, I see Anne and Alondra are here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I can see comments on my phone yet tonight, but I have my computer up, so I am hoping that someone will type in a comment, and so I can test and see if I can see the comments on my computer. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. You see Erica is here. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. So I have been very busy, as you all know, getting my stuff, my paintings, and some of my drawings ready for a show up at Shea Cheese, which is going to be in September. So today I had an excursion because I realized I had bought frames that were the right sizes, but they weren't the right depth. I see Melissa is here. Hello, hello, Melissa Ann. And I bought them online, but I bought them from a company that I absolutely love to work with, and that is Jerry's Artorama. And I even wrote up a nice little review and a thank you on my my regular profile here on Facebook and tagged them in it. But yeah, I called and said, hey, I have the right size frames, but they're the wrong depth. I bought them online. Can I come in and exchange them in store? And they said, absolutely. Oh, Niall is here. Hello, hello. So I packed them all up, put them in the car, drove them down to Tempe, and walked in, and the person I had spoken to on the phone met me at the door, and she's helped me before, so she's pretty fantastic. Chris says that Jerry's is awesome. Alondra says, hey there. So yes, I can see the comments on my computer, but not on my camera phone. So we're going to keep checking back at the computer every now and again. So I went, oh, and thank you for your comments. I went down to Jerry's when I got there, brought everything in. Two of the employees went ahead and kind of took everything back in, put everything back into stock on the computer. And the one that I had spoken to on the phone took me back to the correct frames that I wanted, and we pulled from stock. There are some that I cannot get in the store because they are a weird size, so I'll have to think about reordering those at some point. But I got some beautiful new frames that are the right size and the right fit for my paintings, and that means I can get them framed, so I'll have even more framed, which is great. So I am excited, and I wanted to thank everybody over at Jerry's Artorama in Tempe for their help today. They were professional, they were kind, they were flawless in their execution, and that is why I love going there and I love working with them, because their customer service is on point. Now, I have more exciting news, and that is a friend of mine pointed me to someone at an art gallery manager, a curator here in the Phoenix area, and said, hey, you might want to talk to this person because they're looking for artists to have a show. So I went ahead and emailed her, and she has gotten back to me. I'm going to change up my bit here while I'm talking to you. So she has emailed me back and said, oh my gosh, your paintings are so beautiful. I absolutely love the way they move the eye around the screen. So she wanted me to send in some extra photos of my art, all of the links to my art and to my social media. And that's a pretty good sign, I think, of a potential show collaboration or something with them. And I am very much excited about that and looking forward to hearing back from her. So there's good things on the horizon for me, and I'm going to keep on putting in for things and working on getting myself out there more and more as time goes by. And if the show at Shea Cheese next month, well, okay, in September, and then goes well, and I get this show, and I've put in for another show with another gallery as well who had an open call for art. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping this is the start of some really, really good momentum, and that I can get my art out there and have it be seen by more and more people. And that would make me very, very happy. And I hope it will make you happy too, especially for those of you who collect my art already. This is all good stuff. It's all really, really good news. So tonight, I am going to go ahead and frame a painting for you using one of these, what's called a floater frame. And instead of having the mat or the frame edge on the painting side of the painting, it will be on the back side of the painting. And the sides just kind of come up and hold everything in nice and firm, and it is going to look great. So let me show you the painting I'm going to work with tonight. Here it is. Oops. This one is called Fantasy Feather, and it's 8 by 8 inches. I just absolutely love what's going on right in here. Oh, so good. There's little flashes of really bright green in this painting that I don't know if you can see, like right in there. Oh, it just gives it so much character and such a nice, nice little zing of color. All right, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. So I have my frame, I have my painting. I'm going to move the camera down and point it towards the table so you can see what I'm doing over here. Get that far enough back so you can see my workspace on the table. Okay, so here's my frame. Here's my painting. I've got all of my hardware and stuff up here at the top. And I framed a really large piece this way yesterday, but I made it more complicated than it needed to be. So I am going to make this one as easy as I can. And of course, since my table is my work table, pull out some stuff from over here. Pull out some paper towels, put them down so that I don't get the front of the frame dirty and the painting dirty as well. All right, so there's that. And now I need to mark halfway points on this frame. So that's, oh no, mathing on live video. Oh. think that's gonna be half. Double check. Yes, that is half. Okay. So the painting may be 8 by 8, which is a nice even number, but the frame is 9.5. So I have to make sure that I put these little marks, and these are pencil marks, so you might not be able to see them on camera. These pencil marks where I can line up my painting beautifully with them. Okay, so there is the frame marked. Now I have to mark my canvas, my little canvas, cutie little canvas. Do it this way. 8 by 8. And when I'm marking, marking these, the canvas and the frame gives me a better sense of where it's going to sit in the frame, because in these floater frames there is a little bit of wiggle room, and I don't want this painting to get off center too much. So the more measuring I do, or the more preparation I do, the easier it's going to be to get this done the right way and have it look really professional and really nice. So if I move this around, you can see how much play there is down at the bottom. So really just want to make sure that side by side it's where I want it. Then I'm going to be very careful as I turn it over. Oops. I did not mark these all the way through, which I usually do, but I was excited that you're joining me here tonight, so I did not do this. Easy fix, easy peasy. All right, that's better. Do this again. And since this is a square frame, it really doesn't matter which way I put this painting in. Just got to make sure that it looks nice and square all the way around.
The comments on my computer, but not on.
Let me check over here on the live. Okay. Oh, Kim is giving me a heart. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, I know I moved it. I'm reluctant to use tape. A lot of people say use tape to hold your painting on, but then you have to put painting on the outside of your tape. You have to put tape on the outside of your painting. I don't know if I like that idea or not. So I'm I'm just going to do my best and line up my measurements with my little marks I already put on everything. Okay. Double check. Okay, so I'm going to use my measurements because I know I did those right. And then I'm going to use the hardware that came with these frames. I'm just going to test fit these before I get too involved. Okay. I'm going to mark these a little further in. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge around the outside of the frame because I don't want this line to be seen when somebody's looking at it closely. But I want to be able to see it while I am doing this job. And I want to show you this part of the process because you know some artists are kind of like, well, I framed it, or I got it framed, or you know, whatever, but they don't show this part of the process. And I always like you to know what I'm doing and how much time it takes and how much effort gets put into these pieces and making them the absolute best I can for the show space and for the collector who will potentially purchase them. I use my awl to make a little hole. Because whether I'm working with composite material or I'm working with a wood frame, I don't want that material to split. So I want to make sure I prep before I drill. Okay. Now, to protect the painting, I'm going to take the painting out for this part. It's my handy dandy little Dremel. Dust off, and as you can see on the forward facing side, I didn't go through enough to break the plane of the frame, so there's not going to be any screws sticking out. So screwdriver, and 2, 3, 4 screws. So that's the important bits that hold everything together. Chris says about my little drill and screwdriver set that it's the best present he's ever bought me, and yes it is. Dremel made these probably 15 years ago, and he brought them home, and I was like, what on earth am I ever going to use these for? And I use these all the time. I absolutely love them. I wish they made these again. Yeah, I wish they made these again. So Dremel, if you see this and you're listening, please make this little set again. I have friends, artist friends who want them. I have friends that have some mobility issues with their hands, and the drill grip, or quote pistol grip, on both of these is so amazing and so easy to use and so easy to hang on to. Much easier than one of the stick Dremels. So all of my friends who see this are totally jealous, as well they should be. They are rechargeable. They sit on a little charger. It's fantastic. Oh, and I wanted to say, neither Jerry's Artorama or the Dremel Company has asked me to promote any of their stuff. This is just how much I like both companies and their products that I'm using today. Okay, there's that. Painting goes back down. Goes over the top of the painting. My lines where I want everything to be centered. Double checking there. This is kind of the little finicky bit. My little pilot holes. Blow the dust off. Put that back on. Make sure I got everything lined up. Now let's screw these on too. not tightening these down all the way yet. Because I'm going to double check my work on the other side and make sure that it's indeed where I do want it to sit in the frame. So this corner's down a little bit further than I would like it to be. And I love that I can just drill another quick little hole and get that up where I want it. All these little fiddly bits like this that are why getting your art framed by a professional framer is expensive. And why a lot of artists will do it themselves instead. And I'm pulsing the Dremel screwdriver because I don't want to just drive these screws in and have it quickly go awry. Strip a screw. Don't need that for sure. So there it is. There is this one framed. I do have to put a hanging wire on this piece, but I already showed you how to do that on a painting I framed the other day, so I'm going to skip that part. Chris says, I honestly didn't realize there was this much effort. Yes. Framing is definitely a very finicky thing to do, especially with fine art like I make. You know, pictures, you can just buy a frame and pop it in, close it up, and you're done. But with the floater frames like this for paintings, it is really finicky and it takes a lot to do. So that is one of the reasons why I wanted to show you how to do this and how I do this, because there is so much involved. And I don't think a lot of people realize how much is involved. Oh, and I see Carla, Virginia, and Errol have all joined us. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed watching me frame this little painting. Fantasy feather. And I'm going to put this down on my bench so I can go ahead and get the hanging hardware and the hanging wire on it. Other than that, please join me next week. It'll be the first Wednesday of August, and we will start a brand new monthly painting for the group right here on Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt. So tell me now what colors you want to see me paint. Tell me on Tuesday when I post about it, and we will take a vote live and figure out what paints, colors I'm going to use, and we'll see how that painting turns out. Before I go, I wanted to show you a painting that I did a couple weeks ago. I don't have the dot design on it yet, but I was watching TV and I had a flash of inspiration. So here, I'm trying to get it so the light doesn't blur out everything, but you can see it's iridescent. It's dark ultramarine blue, and then I have silver and pearl paints on top of it. And it is really extraordinary, this piece. And the reason I haven't put the dot design on it yet is I don't know yet if I want to start here and do a spiral out that has all three of these colors in it. But like put the blue on the light, and then with the silver and pearl going out into the dark blue. So I don't know yet about that, but I will keep you posted on how my brain is thinking on it, or if I might just want to put something over here. I don't know. I have to look at it some more and see what direction it wants to go and what it wants to do. So I will be doing that here in the next couple of weeks, and I will keep you posted on that absolutely gorgeous painting. So as usual, if you want any of my art, it is all over on my website, saholtstudios.com. If you want a commission, you can message me here on Facebook over in Messenger, or you can send me an email, susan@saholtstudios.com. And if you want more information about how you can support me, go ahead and let me know. I have several ways. So that is going to be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me for Zens-Day Wednesday Live. I hope you have a wonderful week and an artful weekend. And I will see you right back here next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time for Zens-Day Wednesday Live. And we will do some painting on Chaos and Order, Art by Susan Holt. Bye, everyone.